Yep, that's me. Almost drowning. On a bucket list dive of all places. Not exactly how we imagined the day starting. Let's take you back to the beginning and show you exactly how it all unfolded. So, how did we end up here? Well, it all started off before the sun was even up, cruising down the bumpy track from the campsite to Coral Bay. From there we ended up on the bus, heading to the boat. The amazing crew got us settled and then the captain laid out the plans for the day. The excitement was building as our first dive was only moments away. So this is the dive I'd been waiting for, a chance to see grey reef sharks at what's known as a cleaning station. But only minutes after leaving the boat, my mask was completely flooded. I tried resetting it again and again, but it just wouldn't seal. I handed the camera to Lisa so at least she could capture the experience while I struggled. The crew did everything they could while in the water to help out, but nothing worked. Here the sharks hover almost motionless while wrasse fish clean their teeth. Because grey reef sharks are ram ventilated, they need flowing water over their gills at all times. And this steady current here allows them to hold their position while the wrasse do their work.
Straight away. Did you shake? Did you all
I did get the briefest glimpse of the sharks before heading back to the boat. Not the start I'd hoped for, and I could only hope we could sort it out before the next dive. This was it, 3 dives ahead of us, each with a chance to witness something truly rare. The anticipation was building, and not just for the manta rays, but me personally. After the struggles of my first dive, I could only hope the mask would not hold me back. And then, beneath the surface, the ocean opened up. These giant, graceful mantas glided into view, and we realised how lucky we were. We weren't just watching mantas feed, we actually got to witness a full mating chain unfold before our very eyes.
Hey, much better. Much better.
After surfacing, the crew quickly repositioned the boat and put us back in front of the chain. There was no time to waste. We geared up fast and dropped straight back into the water.
How was that?
That was pretty special.
Our final dive. Time seemed to slow. To share the water with these mantas, to watch their power and grace up close, was unlike anything we'd ever experienced. Majestic, humbling, unforgettable. This was a moment that will stay with us forever. With our manta dives complete, the captain set off in search of whatever else the reef had to offer. It wasn't long before he found a pod of humpback whales. Because the boat wasn't licensed for whale watching, we had to keep our distance, but even from afar, seeing these giants of the ocean was an unforgettable experience. Next up was something that we'd never seen before. A pod of playful humpback dolphins, and we couldn't believe our luck when one launched itself high out of the water. The captain told us it was the first time he'd ever witnessed this kind of behaviour. Not long after, we spotted some dugongs in the distance. What surprised us the most was just how different they looked compared to the ones that we'd seen on the east coast. The colour variation between the two was striking. Just before our last dive for the day, we were treated to another incredible sight. A pod of bottlenose dolphins swimming right alongside the boat, surrounding us as if they were teasing us to get into the water with them.
Oh, cold.
Our last dive for the day took us to where the crew calls a local spot. spectacular way to end the day, and it was a reminder of just how lucky we were to experience all of this. It's an adventure we will never forget. But as amazing as the tour was, we're also excited to be heading back to port to pick up Ivy and make the long journey back to camp for a well-earned rest.